Peace, beautiful people. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? I hope very well. Let's take a deep breath together. And perhaps a sip of water. The messages are here in the room with us. Actually, I'm constipated with messages, so let's get them out. Number one. Somebody is feeling like there's a pressure of feeling like you owe somebody something. You're only doing something because you feel like you owe somebody something. And the message for that is just that we just literally don't owe anybody anything. We literally don't owe anybody anything. Just like we didn't ask to be here, we've been placed here on purpose. Okay? There is nothing that we need that we don't have. When you feel like you need something that you don't have, it's because number one, you don't have access to what you need that is already within you. Or number two, you don't have access, so you're not using that thing. Or you're succumbing to these other oppressed ideas around what we have and what we don't have. This comes from like patriarchy and white supremacy and all of these power structures that try to suppress the divine feminine. And that is what brings me into my next message about the divine feminine and how this small group of people who are the weakest and who have no access to their power, who uses things outside of the natural and supernatural to control the rest of everybody else. It's all under the suppression of the divine feminine. And that has to do with like this idea of being so concerned about people's sexuality and gender identities. Because when I think about it, when you decide that you're queer and that you have a fluid sexuality, a fluid gender identity, or that it does not align to what society places you in, that is you identifying your divine feminine energy. I don't care which way you're going. If you are feeling like you need to transition physically from female to male, I still think that even that transition from female to male is a divine feminine activation. Because when a female goes to a male, it is saying that females are like you're getting that power. And so for the high man up here, it's suppressing their ego, it's suppressing their oppression, it's pushing back at the oppression. Like, and then obviously from male to male, that's really magnified in all ways. It's like a female saying that they're all things. They can be all things in all ways. And a male saying that they identify with their feminine energy and what are you going to do about it? And then those who are in the fluidity of it all, it's just all divine feminine energy. It's just all divine feminine energy. It doesn't matter which way you're going. So I feel like the mission of the oppressors is to continue to suppress the divine feminine energy. Anytime we feel like caring for people, anytime we want to call out genocide, anytime we want to call out racism and xenophobia and all the things, that is an action of the divine feminine. That is an activation of your divine feminine power, the ability to empathize, to the desire to nurture, and the instinct to care. So that's another thing that was coming through. Another thing coming through about resistance. Resistance, not refusing to collapse into what diminishes us. The 7 of Cups is in reverse. Yeah. Everything in reverse. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. We need to take a moment We need to take a moment. We're not going to be able to hear if we do not take a moment to listen. We need to get out of our head for the listenings. We need to get out of our ears for the listening. We need to get into the energy, the movement of energy, activating our power, being the magician, using that sword that you have to shift that energy, cut away that what does not serve you. Seven of Cups is just pure confusion. It's the need to come out of our mind, come out of our thoughts and listen to something else. Listen to the soul, listen to the heart, listen to the gut, listen to the feet, listen in. Listen in. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse, stagnant. Nothing is moving. Everything is still. Everything is still. Everything needs to be still in order to listen in. There is something coming in, some type of contract that you'll need to sign, some type of deal that you'll need to make. Something, I see somebody signing something. And right now, you don't know what decision you're going to make right now, because you know that you have a decision to make and you have some papers to sign. But right now, you don't know what decision you're going to make. And you are calling on the divine, on the Holy Spirit, on your true self, the I and I, Jah, Allah, whomever you're calling in to help you make this decision. What is the decision about? King of Swords. Yeah, this is a big decision. This is a big decision that you have to make. I don't know. I don't know if we have to move. I think some of you may need to be moving. Some of you may need to be moving out of a situation that is no longer serving you. I mean, the Justice card is here. The justice will always be served. And in order to really pursue justice, you have to lead with love. In order to pursue justice, you have to lead with love. When you think about Jesus Christ is my ancestor. And Jesus Christ, that one right there, walks with me and talks with me and hasn't abandoned me when I have abandoned him. But there's this thing about justice, and like, I think that Jesus was in favor of justice, and Jesus pursued justice through love. So when I think about the Justice card, I'm thinking about Jesus Christ, my ancestor, who was here to enact justice. And it was through love that he did it. And so that is just a message to us. Lead with love. Ask love for the answers. That's where we were. I was trying to figure out where are we going to get the answers that we need to make this very important decision. And it's coming in quickly. And we want to just make sure that we're making the right decision. And when we talk about what's right and what's wrong, this energy of justice. And we have to understand that what's right and what's wrong is very personal. What's right for somebody might not be right for you. And what's wrong for somebody might not be wrong for you. So tuning into your true self and getting out of your head, getting out of your thoughts, getting out of the repetition of what might have been told to us, what has seeped inside of us through our senses, through our physical senses. And we need to get into the body so we know what's right for us. Because what I'm starting to feel like is what is right for somebody else is not what is right for you. What you have been told is right is actually not what's right for you. Because you have already tried this. You have already tried to enact this justice through love, but through your mind, through your thoughts, with the energy that is coming into you, not from your own experience of yourself. Not from your own. Some of y'all have not had an experience with yourself. A lot of experience with the outside world, a lot of experience in relationships and with people. But what about yourself? 10 of Swords. You're about to get really intimate with yourself right now. This eclipse season is coming in. It's going to wrap itself around you. It's going to get right in your face. It's going to be real intimate. You can see the pores of this thing. That's how low you have gotten trying to fit inside of somebody else's expectation of you. It might not even be one person's expectation of you. It might be several people's expectation of you. And it's literally killing your soul. You might still be standing, but your soul fading away, dying, dying. We fall down 10 times, we get up 11. We get up 11 with the King of Swords coming in. Back to this decision. So this decision is really life-changing. And I feel like this decision has more to do with what you're letting go of, what you are clutching onto something. You see how he's clutching onto the sword? The sword is yours. The sword is yours. Nobody can come and take that sword. It's yours. No need to hold on so tight. And when we find ourselves clutching on for dear life, we must ask ourselves, what are we resisting? What are we refusing to allow to diminish us? What is it? King of Swords wants your truth forward. King of Swords will not sit down for any longer, will not sit around and watch this happen any longer. And both of these are within you, your shadow and your highest self. There is a spiritual warfare going on at this moment right now. Somebody is wrestling within themselves in their interior space between the pressure and the overwhelm of expectation and what you think that you owe somebody. You don't owe anybody anything. You don't owe anybody anything. All of this swords energy is giving a lot of air, Aquarius, Libra, what's the other air sign? Gemini energy. I don't know if you are the person you're dealing with, the people you're dealing with are in this Gemini energy. The swords are going crazy here. The swords are going crazy and there's no fire. There's no fire here. So I feel like we're very much in our head about it. It's very much giving thinking about it, even dreaming about it, even nightmares about it. Just riding you. There's no action energy here with us. There's no action energy and we need that action. Or maybe we don't. Maybe there's no action because there's nothing left for us to do except to release, except to let go, except to be soft. Right now we all stiff and we need to relax. Let it move. Let the storm pass. Let the storm pass. We have the Page of Swords in reverse. There's something that you're not saying. There's something that you're not saying, and I feel like the first step right here, right now, is for you to say something. It's for you to speak your truth. Just see how it feels. Even if you're just saying it in the mirror to yourself, even if you're writing it down in a journal, we need a first step. We need to take the first step. We need to go somewhere. All of this in thoughts become things. Let's remember that. Let's remember how powerful our energy is. No matter what we're doing with our energy, it's powerful. So when we're not using our energy, that's powerful to keep the energy so stagnant like swamp water. Ten of Cups. I mean, this is life or death. We're at the cross right now. We're standing on the cross. This is a life or death for your soul. Your soul can live. There's still time. There's still room. There's still energy. There's still expectation that your soul will live. Your soul has expectations for you. Why don't you get into those expectations, the expectations of your soul, instead of the expectations of other people? Because at the end of the day, the soul never dies. The soul lives forever. So let's take care of that. Let's take care of the soul. I'm going to wrap this one up right here. I know it was short. That's a lot of information, though. So I want you to really use the information as a guide. Deeper and deeper. More inward, more inward. Dissect it, filter it out. Take what resonates, leave the rest. If you're interested in booking a private reading with me, my website is in the description. If not, it's EbonyWholism.com. Press book a reading and let's get active. Let's get active.